of the day. Go and say hi, she on her life. She too lit, mouth too slick. I know that. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Gotta tune in, that's tip for me, girl. It's giving nice. It's Jonesy in the morning. Jonesy in the morning. With shade and laughter, me.
And lovies, hold on. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Yay. That's better. Because the real banner. But does it have my lips looking funny? If you keep doing that. The real banner, I'm throwing it out. Because Queen's Flipping them was trying to clown me anyway. Talking about nobody uses step and repeat, but y'all old school cats. But y'all quick to jump on our 90s music. Good morning, Giddy. Good morning, everybody. Kim from Harlem. Good morning. Kim was first in here. Sorry for the late delay. I mean, I'm always late, but today was late. Kamika was first after Kim. Yeah, the digital banner looks crazy. Che Bella. Good morning, Che Bella and Rhonda Walker. You have moved up in the world. Big brown eyes. Welcome back. Marcus, good morning. Thank you for that. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Miss Charlie. Big R, what up? Elaine Williams, good morning. Jazz and Nicole Perry. Katara and Garcelle's back. Hi, Kathleen Norman. Hi, Fendi Flavors and Rid My. Hi, Cousin Eric and Nikki Blue. Good morning, Libra Girl. And child, we're going to get to Big Tigger. He was a little late with the get your wife to go and lie and make a public statement. It's all about timing. He could have won. We'll talk about it. Did he get that story ready? Because we probably need to lead with that. Hey, LS, this is Hip Hop and Ms. Elena. Mimi's here and Jodeci is here. Hi, Two Girls Mom. Emily B. Good morning, Lola. Chachi and me. Good morning, Big John. John, you weren't first today, John. What's going on, John? Antique and Gal, good morning. Sharon Shepard is here. Ronnie Head is back. Nikita is here. Curvaceous. Stephanie B. Nikki Blue, did I say hey to you yet? Hey, Boo, hey. Damian Owens, Dr. Owens. I think I added you on Facebook the other day. Tranquil Gold, good morning. And Valerie Sweets Marable. Valerie is my friend from the industry. She's the one that books all the amazing guests for us here on Jonesy, outside of the things that Tracy does. And tomorrow we're going to be talking to Mr. Keith Washington because he's going to be in town. I think he's in town. Is the show this week? What's today's date? Is today Melba's more? Is today 24th?
Yes, today is the 24th.
Melba Moore got a show tonight in the city. Val, can you drop in here where the show is at? I think it's tonight and tomorrow, 2 shows. We tried to coordinate our schedule so we could get Miss Melba, the real legend. This woman is 80 and still can kick her leg up straight in the air in an L. Mel with the L. Mel with the L in the air. She said her daughter be telling her, "Could you please put your legs down? Please, thank you." She's gonna be in the city tonight and tomorrow night too. I think it's 2 shows, and she does this gig every year. It's at the same place. Um, put your camera on mirror or off mirror if it's on, and it won't be backwards. I don't get.
Guys are so in a rush. I'm waiting for her to finish talking, and I was gonna walk through her. You guys are so impatient.
Why? Why can't it be backwards? Why does everything have to be?
So click your camera at the bottom of your screen. I was waiting for you to finish talking. Yes, do it. You're not gonna mess something up. That's see, that's
Good morning,
what.
Tim Brown. Good morning, Seneca. No. Good morning,
Okay.
T. Coppage. No, everybody gonna feel uncomfortable this morning with backwardsness. And who else? Nick Music. Did I say good morning to you, Nick Music? And Jet Blackstreet. Mo James. Mo James said, got to talk about Miss Sophia running her mouth. Jodeci, the singer Keith Washington, the kissing you Keith Washington. Yup. Elaine Williams, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you yet. Georgiana's here. Hey, Georgiana. And all right, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Giddy.
Yes.
Oh. I'm enhancing my skin appearance right now.
And now you.
No, I'm taking this off now. I'm taking this off.
I see. I know you. I know you. That's why I wasn't saying anything.
But I don't want to delete it.
Just okay. So you want to take it off? You want to click on your where you are? Do none.
Wait.
Should be none on top.
Gotcha. Now y'all got the real rocked over, lopsided, but correct writing banner. And actually, I probably could do better and make this, but it's. I don't like it. You know what's happening? Ouch. You know what's happening? The heat and the air have a vent right behind this. So what's happening is the little flap on top that folds over that you put the pole through. It's lifting up. It's lifting up and it's making it crazy. And yeah, ain't nobody got time. But since everybody wants perfection, now I'm just gonna crop it out and you're gonna see all the folds and it might fall. I wonder if I could get a renter's insurance check if it falls on me. Ah! All right, so we're just gonna sit like this. This looks crazy. I don't even like this. I'd rather take it all down. I'm an all or nothing girl. Hi, Ancy. Hi, Mr. White. All right, let's is school out? Because what I noticed, at least, especially when I was, thank you, Nikita Camille. Now that's how you get the party started. That's how you get the party started. Thank you so much. Hi, Lady in Flight. Good morning. Elaine, you must have done something and I missed it because your name is in green. What we noticed is that when school is out, this is when I was doing traditional radio for all these years. When school is out, you guys have different sleep patterns. So everyone's not necessarily up and on their way to work or up in their cars. Some of you, get up earlier because you got to get the kids off. So the number might slow down, but I'm appreciative for all 84 and the ones that aren't. that are watching, and we don't know that they're watching. So thank you so much for the super chat, Nikita Camille. I appreciate you so. Because I keep telling y'all, hi Sassy Sauce. The minute this financially doesn't make any sense, I disappear again. So let everybody do their part. Storm Norm. What's up, my friend? Storm Norm is the one that throws the big July 4th Plainfield outdoor concert event. This year, it's going to be the Jones Girls. Actually, the Jones Girls were there last year, but we got rained out. So we had to postpone it to the next day and move the park. Because when Plainfield gets a storm, it like shuts down all the parks. They don't play any games with that. So this year, we're not going to have any rain. It's going to be sunny is and sunny does. Vivian Green is going to be there. Jones Girls. I forget the club lady record. I keep forgetting. Is it Stephanie somebody, I think. Milk D is going to be there. Terrell Hicks will be there. And of course, I will be there. And hosted with comedian G.L. Douglas and Akissa from Allure, my sister Akissa. The three of us will be hosting. So hopefully come on out July 4th to Plainfield to Cedarbrook Park. Hey, nice. So Elaine, does that green mean that you're YouTube certified? Hi, Melly Mel. Silk City. Monique Mitchell. Hi, Natalie. Teresa Griffin. Wonderful. That's the club lady's name. Teresa Griffin. Well, at least you're working, girl, because a lot of people aren't. Hi, Jawan. Thank you, Georgiana. Oh, Georgiana said, I'm not going to be outdone by Nikita. Y'all should battle the donations. I love a good battle. I'll call you after the show, Norm. Let me tell you. God sees all things. I'm about to talk about the Bergen Catholic High School football program. God sees all things. I have to remind myself of that. I'm smiling because I feel like the karma car arrived. So let me back things up, even though we ain't got 100 in here yet. Y'all ready for some tea, some teenage tea? Y'all ready for some Catholic school tea? So I feel like if I shout you out when you're doing good, I got to shout you out when you're not doing so good or when your deeds are being exposed. Good morning, Rhythm and Blues Preservation Society. Welcome. Hi, Queen. Good morning. Good to be seen on your screen. Should we wait for 100, Giddy, before I start with the... I didn't even call you about the Bergen tea. Kim White is here. Good morning. 5 more people, and we're going to get this gossip started because I'm so sick of these high school coaches. I've told y'all that. I'm so tired of grown men making it be about the school program and not the kids, right? And the kids throw their bodies on the line. They throw their time. And Queen donated $20. Thank you. You don't have to miss me anymore. I'm right here. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for making it worthy of everybody's time. I appreciate you so much. You guys have no idea. The Cash Apps, be it $1 or $5, when them boys run through my account, it be mattering. You make the difference between your charge has been declined and thanks, Mom. And really, what does someone call it? Something economics, when Black people pour back into the community. I don't have the luxury of knowing who on here is Black or not. So I will refer to you guys as the culture because I'm definitely a culture show. So it's those type of economics that we have to do with each other in order to enrich the culture. All right, we at 107. This is the 4th of July poster I was telling you about. This is the show. This goes down every year, different artists, but this is this year's lineup. and it is amazing. I cannot wait. I've never met Vivian Green. I talked about her on the radio, and her grandmother called in and told me off. This was in Philly. This is when she had that emotional roller coaster song. I thought it was so funny that the grandma called. I was more psyched that someone's grandma was listening to me, like listening. And I was like, I definitely won't talk about her anymore. Thank you. Thank you. So I get to meet her in person. This is July 4th. Yeah, come out and see what that's going to look like. Because I believe her husband is Kwame with the polka dots. And I know he hates my guts now. And that's what I get. I deserve that. I probably owe him an apology. Because I was going hard for my friend who he owed money to for a song. Y'all know my friend Sharice from Changing Faces. And I'm that friend that I don't care what the full picture is. If my friend tells me that this happened and that happened like that, I'm going with that story. And I went with that story when he came up to my show. And I think he felt ambushed. Hell, he probably felt ambushed because it definitely was an ambush on air about you owe my friend money. Thank you, Elaine, for the donation. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And so, yeah, it was an awkward exchange because he wasn't expected for me to bring up some Cherie shit. And while I'm in that, before I get to the Bergen Catholic tea, let me write that down. Bergen football program tea. And I know somebody's about to call Coach J and be like, oh my God, Jonesy's about to talk about this. Ain't got nothing to do with Coach J. In that spirit, I said, I have never, thank you, Dr. Owens. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you for the opportunity to keep doing and being me because the donations help that. And in that spirit, right? So I thought all Sharice had to do was tell me, I did a song with him and he got Maya to sing it. And she added one word and now she wants to take publishing. And I didn't even know he was putting her on the song. And so when he came up to the show, I addressed that. He was like, oh, we can go to the bank after the show and I'll give her her money. And I follow him to the bank to get the money. But then I kind of later on my drive home, I was like, he probably would have given you the money without you putting him on blast. That's one of those learning curve experiences that I had to endure. And now I'm be face to face with him for the first time since then on July 4th. Sorry for bringing the bullshit to your door, Norm. But we grown, right? I will apologize, and because I don't have a problem with Kwame. I absolutely do not. And actually, I'm the one that introduced him to Sharice because he came to do my Grown Folk Friday. Do y'all remember Philly Chica? Do you remember that? He came to do my Grown Folk Friday, and after that, we went to dinner. It was me. He came to the radio station. Me, him, and Sharice went to dinner, and then the two of them hooked up and started writing, trying to come up with songs and stuff. So I got to apologize to him for that. But yeah, from what I hear, him and Viv Green are married. So Vivian Green is on that flyer. Teresa Griffin, the Jones Girls, Terrell Hicks, Milk D, and who else is there? I feel like Bobby Condors. Bobby Condors is there. So stuff for everybody, everybody's taste of music. And I wanted to say in my conversation about fighting for my friends and I don't care blindly, even in me being that girl, what I never did, this is why I want you guys to know that despite what you hear or what people may think, people that don't know me may think, or people still trying to equate me with being the old Jonesy. Yes, she's still in there somewhere, but right now, this Jonesy is not trying to be messy. I don't need to be messy to be effective. Been there, done that. I was social media. So can't nobody tell me shit. I am not La Schmoove. I ain't got nothing to prove. Okay? So when I try to keep peace amongst my R&B sisters or my 90s girls, I'll call them my 90s girls. When I try to keep the peace, everybody may not appreciate my measures, but it's usually to keep the peace. In that spirit, of how hard I go for my friends, as much as many times as me and Sharice, my bestie from Changing Faces, have fallen out and gotten back and fallen out, because that's what happens with sisters, right? Even in our fallouts, when I felt like I needed to go all out, never once did I stoop low to try and allow somebody, Cassandra, her former partner in Changing Faces, never reached out to invite Cassandra to come do an interview, to come be on the show, just to set Sharice up or to be messy. And me and Sharice, when we go, because we're so close, when we fall out, it's a fallout. Like it'd be for like we both be standing in some shit. She's Capricorn. Y'all are stubborn as fuck. I never, even in that, and I know how great of radio that could have been, I never once invited Cassandra. And let me give you backstory about Cassandra. All three of us went to high school together at the same time. Cassandra was my cheerleading captain. I never had no problem with Cassandra. But because of my loyalty, my blind loyalty to my friends, I just never tapped in to make mess. So to anybody out there watching that likes to be eye on Jonesy, or Jonesy with the eye, the super reporter going back, which, I mean, I don't even know who you think you report into, but anybody, let me make it fucking clear for you. I don't have to throw rocks and hide hands and be messy. I'm trying to keep peace because we too old. It's last call at the bar for all of us 90s girls. So again, my approach may not be what you would like, but at the end of the day, my heart's in the right place, and I don't need to be messy and try and set people up or make people appear any way other than themselves. I could have been done that, and I never did. That's to me, my Scorpio ass, that's the ultimate. Oh, so we not friends, and you want to say X, Y, and Z? Guess who's gonna be on Jonesy tomorrow? Cassandra Lucas from Change of Fate. Like, that would have been easy to do, but because of my integrity and my loyalty, like, I don't just talk about it. I be about it. And sometimes I fall short and I think I'm doing the right thing and someone still winds up feeling violated. But no, nefariousness, not me. I'm too transparent. I couldn't even keep up with that. Because with that, you have to lie and remember lies and be like, anybody got time to be switching up. So moving on. So I used to sing the praises of Bergen Catholic football, and I still packed up the house, the kids, moved up here to be closer to Bergen Catholic High School because Che got recruited there, and Bergen Catholic football program at one time was the mother pearl of football programs in high school, right? Happy to be here. I'm still here, whatever. Last season, at the end of the season, the coaches have conversations. It's like inquiry day with your parents and the student. And you get to ask the coach, what do you see from my son? Is he going to be on the field? Is he going to be varsity? Whatever. Coach Vito, who's the coach of Bergen Catholic football, nice guy, but not that communicative to the parents, right? And I get it. I'm like, parents are fucking crazy. I wouldn't want to be responding to all the calls and all the questions either. But on the one day you look me in my face and you tell me one thing, I'm going to believe what you're telling me. I have no reason not to. You have no reason to lie, because you know how serious we are and dedicated and committed we are to the Bergen Catholic football program. So that last year, this time, he told me what his plan was for Che, and Che was going to start, and all the things that I needed to hear in order for me to determine that I was going to stay, that we were going to stay put. I knew that junior year was an incredulous, or is that the right word? Was a very tenuous. I'd be looking for words. It was a very particular time, because if a kid is going to transfer schools, they must do so by a certain day and before they start practicing, or else if they make a transfer after that point, they have to sit for 6 games. They cannot participate. Again, he looks me in my face, he tells me, and then I go back another day and walk onto the field because I'm watching practice and I notice that they changed his position. Part of the problem in changing positions is if my son is studying a certain play for his position and then you fucking change him over here to that position, now he's got to learn that play. And then if you're going to complain that he can't learn the play, the fuck, you're going to have to stop changing his play. So I walked onto the field during practice and was like, what are we doing? I'm not trying to make no, and I wasn't even clapping. So let me put my hands. I said, hey, coach, I noticed you changed his position. What are we doing? Because again, I'm not here threatening anything. I just need to know so we can make a proper move. He was like, no. Let me, what did he say? Let me look at the film from today and I'll call you. Give me till tomorrow. The call never came. It was fine because, Shay's a trooper. He continued to go to practice. So right before opening season, they were about to do the preseason game all the way down in Jersey Shore. The coaches go to him and put their hand on his shoulder and look him in the eye and say, get ready because we're putting you in today. He, of course, tells his friends he's going to be in the game. I go rent the hotel room, which I would have done that anyway because ain't nobody driving back and forth all the fuck way down to Long Beach. So I'm there. I'm excited. I'm in the spirit. I actually was doing a live while I was driving down there, and I was happy because my son was going to be able to play. I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm looking around, and I see other parents whose kids also are not playing, and now I'm noticing everybody's mad. And the kids that are playing are the kids that should not be playing because they just got to this motherfucker. So, see, let me give you a little background story with Coach Vito. Coach Vito used to have a rule that he would stand by. That freshmen that come in play freshman ball. That's it. He might pull you up to varsity during a championship game, but for the most part, all freshmen play freshman ball, all sophomores play JV. And that was how it remained, and that was what was fair. We're like, there's no special treatment. Following me? The motherfucking Huskies that came in from our team when we were with the Huskies, the ones that came in, them fathers was not having that shit. And they didn't give a fuck about nobody else's kid. And I guess they shouldn't. But they put so much pressure on Coach Vito to start their kids and put their kids in the mix that the kids that were supposed to start did not. And then that started pissing off parents that were waiting and doing the right thing by waiting. Because now you putting these young kids in front of the kids. Stop calling me. I'm not stopping. It's too late. I'm not going to not tell the story. You hear my phone clicking? I don't care who's texting and trying to get my attention. I'm not going to stop telling the motherfucker story. I'm not. And those parents insisted, and I don't even blame the parents as much as Coach Vito was supposed to push back on those parents, but the parents were threatening to leave. And Coach Vito didn't want them to leave, but in you're not wanting them to leave, you violating our kids that play by your rules. So we get to the game. The game is going. Last play, they're going to pull Shay in. Last play. That nigga crashed out so bad. I had to pull him in a headlock and be like, let's walk and talk. Don't do this here. Because Bergen won, but he's having an individual moment. Like, why tell me to my face some shit? Why not just leave me alone? And if you happen to put me in the last play, you just happen to put me in the last play. But why hype it up like, Shay, this is going to be your moment. It's the start of your junior year. Why? Right? So I tell him go home, and I'm sitting there thinking, the fuck, I got to make a change, and I don't know what, where. But then I remember that I was having a secret affair with Red Bank Catholic all throughout the years that we was with Bergen. They would, and they would be like, we have a name for your family. We call y'all the ones that got away. And we had a meeting with all of our staff, and we told them, don't ever let a family like this go again. And we put certain measures in place that we make sure that all the coaches, because see, Red Bank Catholic was our first choice. And it was easy because it was right in our backyard. We were right there. He'd have been to school in 20 minutes. They showed up for him at his wrestling tournaments. They would be there. They were supportive. They were kind. They were even helping my oldest son, Jalen, who didn't even go there. They were helping him with his recruitment. So I was like, wow, they just want our family to be there. And they want us to feel like they gave a fuck, right? But then at the last minute, Bergen became an option. And Envy was like, your kid, like, take them to Bergen. He's going to get a better opportunity. He's going to be on the main stage, all the things. At the last minute, we switched. But part of that was because I didn't have the relationship with the football program at RBC that I had with the wrestling program at RBC. And the wrestling coach, love him down. He was really the bigger part of why Che was going to go to RBC. So just because we went to Bergen, we didn't stop talking to them because we still had love for them. So keeping that child, it was like, y'all cheating motherfuckers out there that call yourselves married, but you still talk to your ex, or the possible, y'all still talk to each other. When you gonna leave that bitch alone? You know I was your first love. It's all right. When you get tired of that bitch, I'm still be here and we gonna do our thing. That was me with RBC. And that was them with us. Like, when y'all get tired of that red and gold, come back to y'all real family. So I pick up my phone and I'm like, and on the phone was the coach who I think was watching the game and how they did my Che that night. So I didn't even have to say anything. I'm saying, look at God. And he's like, what size is Che? What position does he play? Because I need a thicker linebacker. And I'm sitting over here like, I don't know. I have to ask Che. And I have to see if he's even interested at this point. Let me get back to you. He's like, yeah, let us know, because we love to have you. If y'all still interested in RBC, we love to have you. So I'm playing it cool, but going, yeah, you know, that's got to be Che's decision. I'll talk to him, but you know, we love Bergen. We're all the way up here. And yeah, I'll get back to you. All right. Have a good weekend. Okay, bye. Fuck! Yeah! Yeah! So I called Che and I tell him, he's like, what? Let's go. So the next weekend, we were supposed to travel with Bergen. But Che, well, I had to get into filling out applications, sending paperwork, get the physical turned over, get the transcript handed in, all the things. And it's Labor Day weekend. So nobody's in the offices, right? So nobody knows what's going on, and that Che's about to be at RBC, except for me and the coaches at RBC. So then I start getting called after that. I called Che and he's like, oh my God, I'm so on board. Look at God. You know, I'm glad they still have my position. I'm glad that they still want me, you know, because we kind of snubbed them maybe. But so he just decides not to go back to practice. And I'm like, why would you go back? Like, why would you go back? When people show you who the fuck they are, believe them. And let this be a lesson in your young life, whether it be in sports, whether it be at your job, whether it be in your marriage, whether it be, believe people when the fuck they show you who they are. And be grateful that even though you probably are going to have to sit out some games, be grateful that this didn't happen your senior year. So he stops going to practice, and then one of the coaches kicks him out of the group chat. So a kid stops going to practices. We haven't had any conversation, so you don't know if we're mad. You don't know if we're sad. You don't know what happened. You don't even call the coach that kicked him out the chat. I think it was Coach Carter. You didn't even call the family to see first, is everything okay, right? Because you can always kick him out the chat after you find out, oh, these motherfuckers is fine. They probably planning a escape move. Let me get him out the chat. You kick him out the chat before. So I have a problem to fuck with that. Be a grown man and call and face the fire, but nobody wants to catch the heat. No one wants to be held accountable. So kick him out the chat, and that felt fucked up, but that for Che just said, it just validates all the more reason why I outgrew that space. Che's always high road. I'm saying it validates the reason why we ain't fucking with the motherfuckers no more. That was where I was coming from. So then Coach Vito never called me, nothing. Still nothing. To this day, still never called me. Coach Jay reached out because Coach Jay and I are friends and we have a relationship. And he's the one that brought Jay over. So he calls, he goes, what happened? And I'm like, at least he is being human to me and cares enough to ask. So I tell him what's going on. He's like, all right, let's do this. We need y'all to get to the airport. Like, get to the airport because we got Florida and we'll figure all this shit out when we get back. So I asked Shay and Shay's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on Florida. And I'm like, why? And he said, because number one, if I already made a commitment to RBC, I need to stand on that. And I'm like, okay, all right, growing up. He said, number two, them boys in Florida, they do football year round. And they're like, you know how you call us supersized? Those kids are supersized. He said, now Vito and them will put me in the game just to shut you up. And I might possibly get hurt. And then I'll be out. And then they'll be like, see, you should have listened to us. So he was like, so nah, mentally, I'm not even there no more. Let's get our paperwork together and make this move. So we make the move. And of course, there's some, y'all know my mouth. So it was a few more exchanges with me and Coach Carter. And then it was some exchanges with me and the other coaches. Because now he's telling me shit that was happening and things that was being said to him while he was a student there. And now I don't care that he's not a student there or not. All y'all gonna fucking pay. So I start with my email, start doing my shit with the whole legal and got my witnesses, got videos of the kids supporting what Shay was saying on video. So when the school tries to lie, I'm gonna say, well, look at this, look at this, look at that. So, and I'll circle back to that when I'm done. Cause I didn't even, at that point, it was move ahead, look ahead and move ahead, right? But as a parent, you always got to dot your I's and cross your T's. So I got all my little video statements from the teammates in the stash still to this day. And then we moved on. So some of the kids, because I told you how they have a group of pet rally kids from the school called the Crazies. They're very into the school spirit, like very. And they got offended that Shay left. So we showed up for a game like 2 or 3 weeks in. We show up, and why wouldn't we? We don't have no problem with the team. It just didn't work for us. One of the Crazies tried to yell at Shay, get out of here. I said, excuse me, who the fuck you talking to? Like, and like, sorry, Miss Patrick. Yeah, because you don't know the story. But outside of them, it was still, it was still love. Some of the parents, I was told, were talking shit about us leaving the program. Like, oh, he's going to have to sit. They should have just stayed. But those are the same parents that would wind up snatching their kids out the program too, because shit never got better for them, right? To each his own. Everybody can't afford to up and move and don't feel like up and moving and changing programs, and it's bigger than football, right? But don't talk shit about me and mine and the fact that we left. When I tell you, God be knowing, because as soon as we left, that perfect streak, that winning streak of Bergen Catholic dominating every way, that shit went down. It went down. They started losing. They lost for the first time ever in like maybe 3 or 4 years. They lost their first game because they would have perfect seasons and then they would take in the championship. And they did that for at least 3 years, maybe 4. As soon as we left, and I'm not saying this because we left, because he wasn't getting playing time anyway. So I'm absolutely not saying because my son left, y'all lost. No, that was the energy. What you reap what you sow. So they started losing, and we happened to be there at the game against St. Joe's where they lost. And the loss was due to one of the kids that was not supposed to even be on varsity, that was supposed to be on JV, that Coach Vito pushed up and let be in the game. And I, half the time, don't even know what be going on when I'm watching football. But even I recognize that. I'm like, how y'all let the boy, it was overtime, I think. How y'all let the boy run, like he just ran 2 feet in. And it's because one of the kids that Vito let play, that should have been on JV, was on the floor and didn't get up fast enough to block him. After that, I think they won some more games, and then they lost to Bosco, and then they didn't make it to the playoffs. Like everything went left. Now, fast forward, because we had to mind our business, and I stopped going to the games because I'm like, bitch, put your energy where your son is at. How about all the kids that came in that Vito allowed to disrupt and go against his promise to us? How about every last one of them transferred this week? How about that? Every last one of them. So you went against your own word and gave them favor and put them in front of the kids that have been waiting their turn. And now they gave you their black asses to kiss. Snatched their kids out, looked at you and was like, yup, we're gone. Bye, ho. Yup. And I'm going to leave it right there. Maybe. But we're going to sit in that for a minute. Giddy?
That's crazy. I was waiting for you to say transfer to RBC. That would have been even a bigger kicker.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? All of these kids come from that area. See, coaches up north, they know that the talent is down there. So they go down there and then they get the kids and then they provide a bus to bring the kids, the bus, and like they got a whole system going where, don't worry about the distance. We got the transportation. Granted, the kids have to get up hella early, but the parents ain't got to be late for work and worry about the back and forth and the pickup. All of that, you did all of that. And when he did that and the other kids got tired of waiting, me and Che leaving was not such a bad idea. Yep. They saw that even though Che had to sit, once Che got to play, and Che was like, I finally know what it feels like to be somebody's guy. Because the attention and the focus and the conversation. So don't get me wrong, Coach Vito, he was calling certain kids, but he wasn't calling all the kids.
Right.
So, for example, your kid might have an injury, whatever. If you were a 5-star or a favorite or someone that he felt he needed, he'd be on the phone. Hey, bud, how's your recovery coming? Hey, bud, let your kid have something wrong. You don't even get a fucking text message. Tell Che if he said keep his head up. Nothing. You don't notice that until you go to a school where they are calling you and be like, hey, are you settling in well? Was your mom able to get you the uniforms? If not, we got spare uniforms for you. We're talking to your teachers and letting them know that, give you some grace because you're a transfer and you transferred during Labor Day weekend when everything was in flux, and that type of human being present to a child because they're still children and they don't understand why mommy moved them up here and now they're not getting they don't understand. And then the rest of your coaches is verbally abusing and talking shit. And like, I know it goes on, but sometimes it starts affecting the mental psyche. So it was probably the best decision, at least for my kid, that I made. But as soon as we left and them parents saw the losing and their kids still not, now your kid really ain't ever going to play because now he wants to win more than ever. So he really going to stick to the kids that he knows, that he been given the practice to and all that shit, right? They started leaving one by one by one. But this past week, the kids that came in, that got pushed up, they all said, bye, ho. Bye, Vito, ho.
Now let me know how you deal with that.
So I want to know, so Vito, how you feel now? Don't call me now. Bitch, he was never going to call you. Don't call me now. And again, this is nothing against Coach J, because I know it's somebody in here that be going back to report to Coach J, because my phone started ringing the last time I brought him up, and y'all remixed my words and made him think that I had a problem with him. Again, I have no problem with Coach J. Coach J is my friend. Coach J does not, I don't look at the program and see Coach J. He ain't got shit to do with this. He ain't the one telling people you ain't playing and you playing. That is not Coach J. Coach J is recruitment, and that's it. And does a fine job. But, yup. She said Coach Vito about to get vetoed up out of BC. Oh, well. Bye. Oh, well. But those be the high reg. Those be the, I'm glad as a sports parent I can relate, but it's the nature of the beast. It be that way. Okay. And today it be this way. When is it that the damn near your whole starting lineup, they all leave at the same time? That is crazy work. Yep, Brick City. You remember the big, so he'll probably start recruiting some kids out of Omaha or someplace overnight. It's because of the shady coaches. Yeah, I just like, it's all right. I'm just saying, I saw this shit come full circle because you got to know I was sitting there like, he still ain't never called me. And then the other parents are like, I'm still sitting on an unread message from freshman year. Because when you winning like that, I guess you feel like, I know what I'm doing. I don't have to respond. I need to be focused. I can't talk to the parents. Okay, but after 3 years, but now I bet you call the motherfuckers, talking about, is there any way I can change your mind? What can we do to get the twins to stay? Are you sure you want to transfer? No, too late. And shout out to the twins that they won track this week, broke a record and won a national championship, right? For Bergen. And then the next day they said, bye hoes. And are leaving. So, yep. Now that's a messy mess. So the takeaway from my experience, because I'm always trying to share shit with somebody else that's watching, is, and I didn't know this then, pay attention to if the school your child wants to go to is child first or program first, or a combination of both. And if you're both, it's both first, but not at the expense of the child. Pay attention and talk to parents. When you go to these schools on visits, look at the parents that are not cheering and that are quiet. Look at the parents that are pissed off. Look at the parents that are angry and mad, and ask them why, or sit near them and ear hustle. You'll find out a lot of shit that a school tour won't give you. And they usually would be happy to share because they want to tell, because they want the school to not get other good recruits to fuck up their futures. So those be the parents that be willing to share. I'll never forget, I was when we were looking for schools, 8th grade, we were invited to St. Peter's Prep, was another school that's up in Jersey City, and we were invited there. Shout out to Big Stan. And there were parents. This was like the first game, and the St. Peter's parents were like yelling at the coach already. I'm like, that's the beginning of the season. They in his ass. So to me, that means they tired of his shit from last year and possibly the year before and the year before. But they were already like, oh, don't start with this bullshit already, coach. Oh, the fuck. They were. So then one of the families, there were a couple of parents at the St. Peter's Prep game that had flyers or posters with their kid's name, and it said 100 catches or 100. I think it was 100 catches. So I was like, what does that mean? And they said, oh, our son has 99 or 98 catches. Maybe it was catches. Just assume it was catches on his record. This is his last season. And tonight he's going to make his 100th catch. So I was like, okay, all right, let's go 100 catch. You know my line. Let's go 100 catch. Ow, ow. What's his name? All right, I'm going to cheer for your son. Congratulations on that. It was a big fucking deal. Of course, I don't know what the fuck it means, but I see their excitement. I'm all in. So we sitting there. The father starts getting concerned, and then they start like becoming disgruntled. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And then the game is going. Do you know that Coach Hansen, who was the coach at St. Peter's Prep at the time, didn't let their son get in to do the catch? I said, how many plays would he have needed? And they were like, I think it was like 2 or 3. I said, is it still enough time? Now they're getting mad because apparently it's not enough time. The father starts wilding out like, yo, piece of shit. So apparently the coach decided to do different plays, a different playbook or something, to where the kid wasn't able to make the 2 catches and make his whole high school career worthwhile. Like, even if I don't get recruited to the college of my choice and I got this, like I was able to break a record and this is something of my own. Hansen did not let that boy get the plays off. And all I saw in that moment was a family's heartbreak. It turned from, we're carrying these doofy-sized posters that we stayed up all night crafting and making, just knowing for sure that our son was going to get it because he'd been getting put in to do it. And he's not going to let him get his, like, what? I saw that's when I knew it was real. And I'm like, so now what happens? The kid's going to live a life of regret and probably wonder, should he have stayed with the sport that long, or wonder what he did wrong for coach not to put him in that last game where he could have made his 100. I said, that's whatever it's going to be. That's going to be fucking mental trauma for a kid that wasn't even aware that he wasn't going to get his 2 catches to make the record. What did the kid do to deserve that and to be caught up in the coach's game? What kind of strategy? And why not pull the family to the side and say, I see y'all coming with them doofy ass posters, but before you put the posters up, we might have to do different plays, right? Send someone over to tell them. Have a conversation. So people, at the end of the day, people are fucking people, right? Yes, our kids are animals. Yes, we know the game is the game. But really, at the end of the day, it's all human emotion. That's what makes the crowds. Y'all seen the Knicks, right? Nobody couldn't tell them that coach changed his mind, or like even during the halftime, nobody couldn't say nothing. So for me and mine, that said a lot. And I was just a visiting parent. That said a lot. So I filed that away, that some programs don't give a fuck. It be about the program first. And Del Barton whooped their ass that night.
I got a question because I really need to know. Do you ever get tired of being a bitch ass nigga? Ass nigga. A pussy ass nigga. A pussy ass nigga. Do you get tired? Do you get tired? You's a lame ass nigga. Oh, weak ass nigga. Oh, weak ass nigga. Oh, weak ass nigga. Do you get tired? Do you get tired?
That father was so mad. That father was fuming. Look, all I know, I said, because I'll be damned. Go catch that shit. I don't care what the play is. Go run and bombard and catch some shit 2 times so we can have these posters not be in vain. I'd have ran on that field and I just been able to say, I ain't know better. I ain't know. Be running on the field. I ain't know. That's too much. How do you explain that to your child? Like, and then there's always them hating ass motherfucking kids on the team that's just hating and waiting for an opportunity to clown the child. So now the child got to deal with the clowning. Oh, you had the posters. Oh, you thought you was about to get that. Oh. What they say, you sold, or coach sold, or whoever the fuck, right? And then there's social media. for the next however many months. Man, listen. You got to love them sports. You got to love them sports, child. And then you got to understand. So that's why I say today is the day that karma came to our former coach. And I'm sure he'll figure it out because he ain't get all them championships without being able to figure it out. But in this moment, you ain't figuring out. You haven't figured it out. You played us and they played you. You played us and they fucking played you. Have y'all ever been in something like that? Is it always like that? I'm not going to be able. You got to be built a certain way. Mikkel said, I'm telling you, these coaches are gaslighting and users. That's why my mom cursed my track coach all the way out because the coach was using us black kids to win races. Jersey City is corrupt. We call it Jersey Shitty. She said, cue the music, Giddy. Slow hand wave from side to side. Hey, you ever get tired of being a bitch ass nigga? And I was traumatized. I didn't even know the folks, but because I was like, oh, we're going to get 100. Let me go live. So when you get your 100 thing, we're going to be live. We live it. And it never happened. Woo, child. So it feels good to know that God sees all things, even Bergen Catholic football rosters. I'm happy that God sees all things. Yep, Kim, me and you both. And they'd have carted us off to jail. The kids supposed to be having fun, right? Repping magazine. Yep. Hi, Julie Beta. Good morning. Hey, Afro Queen. Sorry, y'all. I got caught up in my story and I stopped clicking your comments. He might get fired. Well, no. So, I don't know. Unless they got somebody lined up to take over, I don't know if they should fire him now. Because here's the thing. You got to remember the race of everybody. Everybody leaving is black. So they're going to go in the back office and say, come on, you're not going to fire me over the niggers leaving, right? Come on. That's just niggers doing what niggers do. They came in here, they got their free education, they got their film, and now they're out. That's what niggers do. That would probably be the conversation. Yes, Carl Ward, speaking of going to jail, let's pivot to Big Tigger. Now, we brought this story to you 2 weeks ago when the girl, his wife, went on social media, playing in her hair and crying on camera. And we said, and the caption below said, ask my husband what happened to my face. Y'all remember that? And then people started digging into her past and found out that she was the woman whose child, I think, went missing days before the father was supposed to get custody. And the father had been fighting, trying to get the child. And when they got to court and the judge gave the father the custody, the child went missing. She went on and married Tigger, I guess. I still don't understand. It was two women talking and someone said, no, that's still my husband, but thank you for letting me know what he's been doing, whatever. All I know is last week, the crying girl that was playing in her hair made a statement. Do we have that statement where she says, Tigger never put his hands on me and never did anything to me bad and all the... Bitch, you came to us. You came to us. You didn't call your friends. You called us and put all your business out there and put the caption, ask my husband what happened to me, which made us think that he had a literal hand in what happened to you. She had a hook cut on her forehead and was fucked up all on the sides of the face. And then your too late damage control team, I don't even know who comes that late to the party and don't realize it's a little too late for the strategy of the let the wife make a speech, exonerating Tigger. And if she comes out and says that he didn't do anything, black people, you know how short their memory is. All we have to do is offer them a Jay-Z concert with the Roots, and no one will clap back. Everyone will forget, and this whole thing will be under the rug. So she goes and makes a statement last week that Tigger is loving and this and that, and he's never harmed me. Well, guess what, bitch? The state don't agree. That homie going to jail. Boom, 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 boom. Tigger's going to jail tonight. The Tigger's going to jail. Boom, 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 boom. Hit it, Giddy. I don't even know if it got vocals on it.
Big Tigger was arrested for battery and third-degree cruelty to children on Saturday. According to police reports, the longtime radio personality was booked into Fulton County Jail Saturday morning but bonded out later in the day. Officials with the jail tell us Big Tigger, whose legal name is Darian Morgan, was released after posting surety bonds totaling $10,000, including a $9,000 bond tied to the aggravated battery charge and a $1,000 bond related to the cruelty to children charge. Tigger's arrest comes after we reported his wife, Alicia Brown, was involved in an alleged incident in May that prompted authorities to open a domestic dispute investigation. He was identified as the suspect, although it's unclear if the incidents are connected. Dispatch records show Brown sought medical treatment for her injuries before police were contacted and an investigation was launched. She was later transported to a hospital, though authorities noted her injuries were not considered life-threatening. Recent documents didn't reveal further details, and it's unclear whether any arrest was made or charges were filed at the time. Although Tigger's recent arrest doesn't state whether or not it is connected to the alleged incident involving his wife. It's also unclear what prompted the cruelty to children charge, but it is worth noting that the media personality welcomed a son with Alicia in 2025 at age 51. We've reached out to Tigger. So far, no word back. TMZ
Cause Tigger want a nigga.
The homies going to jail. The homies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. The homies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. The homies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Yeah. The homies going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight.
Child. Amazon mom said from what she understands, she has the same situation with the last three men who fathered those other kids. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But all I'm saying is, she had a hook. It was like a hook bruise. Because Tigger wanted nigga. And that's that angriness of I'm in here living allegedly, in my opinion, rather. I'm in here suffering as it is, trying to act like cat is enough. And Georgia don't play. A friend of mine, ex, went to jail for 51 years for the same thing. No. What? Thank you, Big R. That's 51 years. They just... Is that something that the county do? That sounds excessive. Yeah, Tigger returned to work at the radio station 2 weeks ago and addressed the situation. Now he's arrested. And the radio station ain't shit neither. They are an Odyssey station. They ain't shit neither because they probably were required by their insurance, bond, whatever company to go through the motions. I'm sure they didn't give a fuck and not happy that this shit was brought to their door, but they have to do all the things and make sure that now we're being responsible. Now that we've been made aware, we have to act like they probably started playing domestic violence commercials. They probably suspended him for a week to make it look like we don't stand with the alleged actions of our employee. I'm sure. Like, please. Because him and the boss down there, the one that hired him, I told you, the one that called me and said, would I ever consider doing mornings with Tigger? They're like this. But now he got to separate and protect the company. So stop with the return back to work. We suspended and we've looked into things and nope. Alls falls down. Remember that group? Alls falls down. Fulton County, which is Atlanta County, laws are very strict, especially for Black people. I don't know why y'all don't stand up, uprise, and turn them out. Get all the white folks out. Get them out. The state took over. She didn't want to testify. That's what happens. You brought it to the state, and it's up to the state. She could drop. She don't even have to be a witness. But the state gonna find something and make something stick, because that's what states do. Hey, stick it. Every Sunday night. State took over. She didn't want to testify and married him and still had to testify. Domestic violence group was protest. And this just the beginning. Summer's just beginning. Thoughts, comments, thoughts? Thoughts, comments, thoughts? Call us on the phone number, 973-862, I think it's 8866. Call us, call in. Stop always. And the lesson today, boys and girls, is when shit happens, stop always running to your phone first. You can get to your phone, but think shit through. Think the steps through. If I do this and I post this, once I put it out here, it's out here for the world to see. And everybody out there ain't got love for me and my family situation. So I better be mindful if I could stand the rain. Instead of going to the live, let me call a fake ass friend. I'd rather do that. If I don't got no real friends, I'm gonna call a fake ass friend and make her day. But at least I got the shit out and it's a little contained. And it's my word against hers if this bitch decides to run and do her video. But when you got on live and you was crying and playing with your hair and crying to us who did not even care. We didn't need that trauma in our night. Now it's out there. That's what kids do. This whole social media, they're trained to post and be out and expose, and that's what they do. We from a school of don't bring them motherfuckers to my door. What happens in 5G stays the fucking 5G, and if it don't, I'm fuck you all the way up. You might not see outside no more for the rest of the summer, bitch. Let it come back to the house. And don't go talking my business out in them streets. We come from that school. Hated it back then, but appreciate it so much now. Do you know how we were saved by that notion of, mommy said don't be talking her business out in these streets. I'm sorry, Miss Pat, I can't tell you why you heard all them noises coming from my house last night. I can't. I'm happy now. That was training. And I'm also happy that technology hadn't advanced. We didn't have phones with cameras back then. Right. And don't, Amazon mom, Giddy, hit the applause. No, hit the laughter. And don't let the white people from the school call me ever. Shay got that back because I said, and I tell the teachers, I think that's why they fuck with me. I said, I know what you calling for. What do you do now? And they're like, excuse me? I know who it ain't you calling for. You ain't calling for Jalen. What did that damn Che do? And they tell me what he did. And I'll be like, all right. I know that while you get paid to teach, you don't get paid to be the sergeant. You don't get paid to be the, you know what I mean? I appreciate you calling me and letting me know what's going on. And I'm going to fuck him up. And don't tell nobody because I don't want them at my door throwing me in jail. Right. Right. But I'm fuck them up. And they be like, oh my God, no, Miss Patrick, no. You called and I answered. And Shay come in the house and I'm sitting on the sofa. And he goes, the white lady call? What happened? The white lady call? Nigga, yeah, you know the white lady call. What the fuck I told you about having a white lady call me today? Like, I don't got shit going on. I mean, all I had going on was being on live with you guys. But still, I didn't need her disrupting our shit. And then one time, I said, why you had the white people call me? He said, who called? I said, your math teacher. He said, technically, he's Spanish. And I love that Spanish teacher because he was like, he started with, I love Che. He is a great student. He is brilliant. He is smart. But he comes in here, he starts telling jokes and have half the class cracking up and the other half up in arms, and ain't nobody got time for that. I said, wow, I love that ain't nobody got time for that teacher. I said, you're absolutely right. Where's Voya Blue when I need her? Voya Blue, we need you to call. Jonesy's, Grownsies. Kim, what you in here talking about? Miss C, what you talking about? I would have gotten a belt if we told mommy business in the 90s. If I acted up, my mom would whip me in front of my class with the belt. Yup. I remember one time Shay tried to get brand new after a football game, and it was out all the teams was playing, the whole town. Now, but they have shit else going on. Everybody's out, and Mr. Softy Truck is there. And I'm trying to get him and tell him, let's go. Because you stand in the line and the kids keep coming and skipping you because you running your mouth. He get it from his mama. You're so funny. He keeps on. I go, Che, come on. He goes, what? Chill. Before he could even get the ill from Sugar Hill out, I had cuffed him up against the motherfucking double cone picture, the fucking cherry cone sticker, the fucking, if you ain't got money for that, buy you ice cream sandwich sticker. I had that bitch pinned up against that. And I said, and I don't care who called the cops on me today. And everybody just looked the other way. Because Chaden probably fucked up their kids at some point along the line. They was probably like, nah, we ain't calling cops on you. And even the cops that was out there, the park cops, all I see is a mom disciplining her kid. Thank you, officer. He was more shocked than hurt. Sometimes you don't have to hurt him. Not that I want to, and not that I could. Because Che always been bigger than me and strong as an ox. But the shock of it all and the embarrassment in front of your peers, sometimes that's what you got to do. But our parents ain't have to. We already knew how it was going to go down with our parents. We did not want it. We didn't even have to be doing anything bad. Just be out past the lights going out or the lights coming on. Be out past that shit and you about to get the choke up, the lock up, and your ass embarrassed. And somebody on the microphone talking about, does anybody see Tasha? Your mother's here. Tasha, please come to the DJ booth. Your mother's here. And then go back into. I was the record scratch. I was the, anybody seen Tasha? Your mother's here. And what my friends say, bye ho. Child.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, Voya. What we gonna do?
Sorry, I'm here. You see my soundtrack in the background, and when I work from home, like I do a multitude of things. But when I'm in my one bag, like I just be listening in the background. I type every now and then, but I'm doing the show this weekend, so like I'm getting my stuff ready, and I'm listening, but I wasn't, engaging as much. But I'm here. I'm always here.
Okay,
so,
sis.
We're talking on the point right here. With the people calling, for me, really, I'm real weird. Like when it's about the kids and people calling, I call them the people. But to me, if you Spanish, black, white, whatever, they all white to me when it comes to the people calling to me about my kids. I can't stand it. And my thing with the kids is don't have the people call me. Why are the people calling me? Because when they call, they always talk in that authoritative tone. Then they be talking down. I can't stand it. Don't have the people call me. Like,
I hate that. Because then I have to make excuses for your behavior. And they already having backdoor conversation about your behavior on their lunch breaks. Remember the lunchroom, the teacher's lunchroom with all the cigarette smoke in there?
Yes.
They already talking shit.
In trouble in one class, the teacher tells the other teacher, then you already on the defense before you get to that class. It builds up against you. Your parents don't believe that. It's a whole thing, see? And I'm still young in my mind myself, so I got one foot behind my kids already when they call. Then I got to I'm just like, I hate it. Go to school.
Don't have them white people call me. I don't care if they're black white people. Administration is white people to me. Don't have that white lady call my phone today.
Right. And I don't care what they look like on the other end. Once they call talking about, may I speak to Ms. All right, you white. That's the bill people, the school people, all the people.
Not the bill people.
The bill people, the school people. Do not call. If anybody calling asking for Ms., I'm already like, stuff up. What is it?
And
like, if you're not calling me by my first name, it's like, what's happening?
Right. And I already know. I get ahead of it, and I email an apology email and ask if I could talk on the phone to them. And I know that they automatically think that I'm calling. I want to talk so I can give Che's side of things. Che don't have a side of things. I'm old school. Yes, kids are people too. Waka do. But not between 8 and 3.
Right. I don't say that. And because I'm so liberal as a parent and my kids are so independent, like they already know that about me. So at the point where you violate into the point where somebody got to call me, like, all right, my ears is up because my kids are like little mini adults. So I'm already like, what's happening here? You better be.
That's what I know. And then I really think about it. I'm like, these bitches, the teachers, they got their own fucking kids. Why do they have to be behavioral monitors for mine? Like, they're not getting paid like that. Like, what is wrong with you? Go to school and come home.
Right. And my constant conversation with my kids, I talk to my kids. I've always had since they were little. Like, I talk to them like people. I never did that little goo-goo gaga stuff. And I'm like, don't put another adult in a position to have to discipline you, admonish you about anything like I would, because now you're causing them to step out the road that you're supposed to be in, and then it's up from there. Don't do that.
Yep. And more importantly,
So
you showing them, I guess, you making them think that you get away with this type of shit in the house. And you might, because I was too old to have you to begin with. I don't have time or energy every 5 minutes to discipline you. So you are getting away with it at home. But could you please not expose me and my bad parenting?
It's like Christmas on Front Street. You don't, like you said, you don't go talking to nobody about what happens in between these four walls outside this house. You get knocked upside the head for that. Still to this day, a mile.
Yeah, lumped up. I agree. Somebody musical said, I feel the same way. These kids today want to go toe to toe with adults. No respect. Now, there's a fine line between going toe to toe with adults and independent thinking, right? If you are being respectful and not doing it during class hours and pulling the teacher to the side afterwards or before class, I'm here for that, right? Because you got to know that teachers aren't perfect and they're not always right. And there's sometimes another view or perspective. And if my child is smart enough to articulate that, he deserves to have that conversation. But don't do it during the class, right? Because that's embarrassing. And that could get a call from the white lady.
For sure. Now, who do you think the people called? Who got the people called on behalf of Tigger? Because it wasn't his wife. So who's next in line? Who they call about Tigger? Because I'm having that whole thing. I don't know.
Here's the thing. The minute she came to us, it could have been anybody. It could have been Winnie the Pooh, Tigger's biggest enemy.
Right.
Because
I don't know why she involved us. That's people's problem.
At that point, the genie's out the bottle.
Yeah. And
it could have been anyone. But the station's gonna have to make a decision. Because, and I know how radio stations, and especially Odyssey, I know how they operate. They don't want no liability. They don't want no protesters. It depends on how hard the domestic violence protesters go. If they are continuing that battle and they team up with Me Too and they swap out, y'all go Monday through Wednesday, we gonna go Wednesday through Sunday, and if they keep on, the station's not gonna have no choice but to let him go. That I feel is a shame. That is like, I just personally, I'm not for the domestic violence, but if it didn't happen at the job need to mind the job's motherfucking business.
Right? Because he ain't the, in that case, if they start doing that, then it's a lot of people that go in front of him, ain't it?
Exact. That look. They said Tigger's ex-boyfriend is about to spell. Oh, the hospital could have called. Nikita said the hospital is required to call.
Call who?
Call the cops. They're required to call if someone comes up with domestic.
Okay, that mandated reporter. Okay, I got you.
It's called a mandated reporter. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And it has nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
No, I was just saying, yeah, no, I can see it. Yeah, from the mandated reporter angle, okay. Yeah.
And what I was going to say is exactly, it doesn't have anything to do with his job, but this is how bitch ass radio stations are. They already thinking 10 steps ahead of Tigger don't have money, we do, and potentially we could be liable. And at the very least, it's bad optics on us to be aligned with him. I'm telling you, this is what corporate does. They think about the company first. We don't need to be the one housing an alleged domestic violence guy. So let's just separate. Let's give him a little severance package and move it on. I'm going to watch that closely.
Because they're scared, and companies have lost their whole shirts behind that. He's not big enough to take a risk on. I don't think anybody is nowadays, because companies are, like you said, totally losing everything. So yeah. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, so Ed Lover, get ready. You might be having a job. There might be a job opening, and you down there in Atlanta, and Odyssey still owes you money allegedly.
Speaking of the job angle, so that's interesting that you said that. I forget who you said asked you, would you be open to doing a show with him? So my question one is, what was your answer to that? Because I think that's an interesting concept. And two, I know you said before, like you would go back to mornings, but like certain conditions, certain things. Would you consider a big name co-host, or would you just want to do your own thing at this point, considering the Mike Storms of it all and shit?
That's a good question. And also the money. I don't want my money interfered. I don't want to split a bag with somebody when I'm probably gonna wind up being chair one, right?
And being responsible for other people's dumb shit. That's a lot of weight. People do dumb shit.
Yeah, because they tried, like when that whole tsunami song thing happened, they tried, the boss at the time, Barry Mayo, he tried to put it on me and say, well, your name is on the show. No, bitch, I don't have no control. My name is on the show in namesake only. Y'all the ones that control and hired the button pusher. Like, for all I know, y'all could have told him to play that song. And then I found out later on, you knew he was playing it and you didn't stop him. But you let the lawyers think that it was me, and I wasn't even there. I was home having a baby. But I can't deal with that aggravation. I can't. I will continue slumming it here until, I guess I should probably talk to whoever's behind the Joe and Jada podcast and the other podcast and see who want to get behind this one. That's where I belong. That is completely where I belong, because I'm as good as all them fucking podcasts. I actually got the fucking stories because I was there. If the boys that were there can get the podcast companies behind them, why the fuck can't the girl that was there get that? This is what I do. Why can't the podcast companies come behind me and give me a real fucking banner that ain't bubbling up like bubbling brown sugar?
But everything you just said is right, bubbling banner or not, because we still here, and it's everything you're doing is laying the groundwork. Nobody's doing anything like this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't ever want it to get too polished and too perfect and too. It's raw, it's gritty, it's not always perfect, but you know my heart is there, and the conversation is going to be what the conversation is going to be. I'm a trusted brand.
Real
I
conversation.
am who I am.
Not practice. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Tigger's radio station isn't a private. Tigger's radio station is part of Odyssey. They might call it CBS radio. Odyssey and CBS is the same thing. The guy that called me was
Okay.
Rouse. He runs things down there, and he can call you, but then when you call him back, he don't answer the phone. Oh, wait, sorry. Did I say that out loud? So we'll be watching this Tigger thing until something else crazy happens and takes over the headline, I suppose. But I hope he doesn't lose his job. At the end of the day, I hope he doesn't lose his job.
Well, I can't believe Clive Davis ain't take over that headline. Like, damn, they still talking about Tigger and Clive Davis.
Clive is running shit from the grave. He's running shit from the grave. Niggas trying to make sure that there's no hidden tapes, no Clive Davis files before they come out and start speaking, because you know he probably left directives and rules. If so-and-so should start speaking up, look in file cabinet number 999 and release that.
Well, don't start it though, because I see, so to your point, I'm so glad you said that. To your point, I think two things of that nature have already dropped, right? Like, I think he was like, all right, boom, when I die, that shit Oprah just did, revealing that stuff about Whitney tripping behind the scene, why would you do that? And that long, drawn-out homage to him that Alicia Keys did seems totally prompted, and you are so on point. I know he left directives behind, but yet and still, because he's dead, people are going to feel froggy, and they about to start leaping. I'm looking, because people have to start talking. Like, he was the linchpin on a lot of things, and now that he's gone, people are going to feel gutsy.
From all the way back from that party where Charles Manson killed all them people. Nobody's talking about the fact that was a Clive Davis party. Like Charles Manson, like, who put together the guest list? Who was friends enough with Charles Manson to invite him to the motherfucking party? And then he killed everybody.
And killed everybody. He was behind that. He was behind that meeting that was held at his house. He was behind the Milli Vanilli thing. Like, Clive's been tied to a lot of stuff.
See what I mean? So,
on that note, like,
and I don't appreciate Oprah's raggedy, bony, Ozempic ass coming out and talking about Whitney was so high that she fell off the stage. And I asked everybody in my audience to not mention it. And I was so thankful that they did not. Yeah, because they didn't crap your story, because you wanted to be the one to tell it. How many years later? Wait till Clive dies to tell it.
Right.
Because why do we need to know that? The last interview she did with Oprah, she looked cleaned up. She looked a little bloated, but we knew that was healthy. And we were fine with it. Why do we need to know there was another part to that interview? Tell us how Gail Cootie Cat tastes, bitch. That's what we want to know.
Talk about real.
Tell us what flavor of fish is that? Is that lox? Was it whitefish?
Right. Like, who is Stedman really dating? Tell us that. Like, tell me some real shit.
Right. Stop kicking the dirt on people after both of them died. Did you see Jermaine say Clive need a BET tribute? Child, please. That's stupid black people once again celebrating their captor. That's typical black people just running to have a celebration of their captor, of their abuser, of their... Miss me with that bullshit, Jermaine. Go sit down and apologize to Janet. And Janet, come into the Clive thing and pull your titty all the way out this time. And have no regrets. Shit.
Yeah, wild stuff. I just, it's a wild time. Crazy stuff is happening, and yeah.
Well, thank you for checking in, sis. I appreciate it, as always.
Of course, and I'm going to do it more regularly, I promise.
Thank you. We look forward to when you call in. Boya Blue, people. Whitney is my Brick City lady. Yep, Clyde was involved in that Charles Manson murder, and the Folgers family daughter got murdered. Nopra. Right, Mo James. And while Oprah want to be telling things, tell us where all them African girls disappeared to, bitch. Tell us that. And tell us where Angie Stone's royalties are, bitch, since you know so fucking much. Tell us about Gail and the Oprah and Gail doll set. Never sold separately, with batteries included. Stop tributes. Stop tributes to the captor. Stop. If there's a tribute to Clive Davis, I think it's only right. Since they just put out the article that LL Cool J, Bob Johnson, and Latifah are the faces of, that we have the faces explain why. Why? You wanted to put them out front as the faces. Let the faces explain. Okay, so yeah, there is membership to Jonesy in the morning now. The new name hashtag alert is Jonesy's Grownsies, but there's membership available, and with the membership will come exclusive things, edits, never before seen footage from Pink Champs, Jones and After Dark. That will be for the membership. Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you hear me?
Voya Blue just called back. She needed to tell you something.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. This is on my mind. I watched the Nikki Gilbert Pink Champs when you dropped it, like the day after you dropped it. But I just watched your interview on her thing, and just we both have a journalism background, but just in you are to watch you, like, y'all had the reverse dynamic, and and this is no shade to Nikki. She just happens to be the other person in the example, so I'm not trying to be shady. This is really all about you. I watched you be the interviewer and the interviewee in two different videos, and you were my favorite in both instances.
Aww,
you were the better interviewer and the better interviewee. Like, the flow of your interview, like, with her, like, got to so much more than she did with you, and it was a better flow. And then you, as the interviewee, you kept throwing her a bone, but she was late to all your jokes. They were falling, like, she wasn't picking up on what you were putting down. It could have gone longer and been so much better. Like, you was giving her a lot, and she was getting it, but not really. It just was like a different dynamic in personality, like in people, like in who you are, which is why, to my greater point, you don't need this encouragement, but keep doing all you're doing, because you have skills and talent. Just because, like we keep saying, you were there, like, what's in you can't be replicated. So I don't care if you're looking out there and you seeing, like, other people may be doing similar things or whatever. Like, don't just keep going, because once you get there to do it, people can't do things like you do things. So I just wanted to call it.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And again, she said no slight to Nikki. She is simply giving her opinion, and thank you for that. And thank you for giving me encouragement. I appreciate that, especially since you are a journalist. You are of the world, and it'd be hard, but I'm trying to level up. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was good. So just wanted to say that. All right, have a good one.
Thanks. You too. Yeah, because by the time 3 o'clock gets here, the secret reporters will be then called Nikki and remix every fucking thing. And so, yeah. No shade to Nikki, all shade at the reporters. Right. Oprah, tell us about the land you stole with Dwayne Johnson in Hawaii. Since you want to be talking about people falling off the stage. Rod Digger sure can. Come on, Rod Digger. Come on, Pink Chips, Rod Digger. Thank you, Moby Jackson. Yeah, Oprah. Now we're going to get in your ass. Natalie said, how do they sign up for membership? Kim, do you know? Because I just hit a button and then I had to turn on this show. So I didn't even, it popped up to give me a membership option. I was like, okay. And then I came live. So I'm sure Kim or Giddy will be able to tell you. Oh, Two Girls Mom signed up. Yay. Come on. Oh, you all dark green with a star on the side. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Come on. Look at that. Come on. Ask Two Girls Mom. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I got the power. Thank you so much. Afro Queen, thank you. Then Oprah also used as Ed to be a cokehead. Also you as, huh? Used to be. Oh, I don't know about that. That's not on my slander, Panda. I can't do that. Yep, I agree with Miss Jones is beyond talented. Thank you, Mikal. I appreciate y'all. We need a part 2. Jonesy, we need a part 2. Nikki, why? What happened? Nope. Got the power? Nope. Leave Nikki alone. Thank you, Amazon Mom. Thank you, Jazz, Afro Queen. Yeah, I'm going right to one of them podcast companies. I don't even know who they are. I need a list and say, come, you getting behind the bullshit. Come get behind this. Hi, Chris. Yeah, we love Rod Digger over here. All right, Sunshine Pixie Diva got her membership on. Yes. Did they charge you? Kiana got hers. All right, membership. Hold on, y'all. Child, when I tell y'all, it gets real in these football fields. Whoo, child. All right, good. Y'all getting membership. All right. Tony Blue says, hey, Jonesy, when you think of Wendy Williams' legacy, how do you think she'll be remembered? As the queen? Seems like Black folks that break the glass ceiling end up being brought down by the powers that be. Yeah, but you know what? She was always our person, right? They learned about her later when she got on TV. We remember the messiness from the radio for years and years and years. And it's not like Wendy's not on because she did something nefarious, right? She got sick and she couldn't maintain. And we can all speculate what brought on the sickness and what brought on the non-maintaining ability, but she was never fired. Like, they would have kept her if she was able to remember shit. And again, they tried to hold on to her as long as they could, but when Fat Joe went and did that unauthorized interview with her, and it was exposed to the world means the insurance company behind Debmar Mercury, they had no choice but to let her go because she became a liability, like Tigger, and this alleged domestic violence that they put on him. If the wife hadn't come to us on social media, stop coming to social media. Social media is not your friend. Now you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Fat Joe couldn't put the Wendy memory genie back in the bottle, and the network had to listen to what the insurance company was saying. You got to end this contract. And where Wells Fargo came in is because of social media and Wells Fargo, they were watching the Wendy show and they're watching the Lifetime series of how the husband is doing this and her passing out. And they were able to use all of that to say, we think there's something wrong. We think someone's taking advantage of her bank account. And that, at the very least, warranted an investigation. And then you get the raggedy judges, the corrupt judges that say, oh, I get some of this Wendy Williams money by administering a guardian. Well, I'm going to get Kathy, my friend, to be the guardian because Kathy will break me off 50%. And we'll be able to get some of this Black lady's money until her Negroidian family gets things in order. But at least until that time that they start fighting us back, we'll be able to get a few $100,000 or a couple of million off of this. Yeah, let's go. I know that wasn't your question. I kind of went far. Would you do a podcast with Carlos King or have a podcast under his umbrella or maybe Jason Lee? Of course. Carlos King and I had a great conversation when he came to the radio station. I have no problem with him. Why? You gonna make it happen? The Queen Wendy, I don't know about that. We still question if she's a man or not. Stop. Because even men are being called queens nowadays. I don't think I have ever been to the Poconos either. Oh, yeah, I got a show in the Poconos coming up with Big Bob and Tracy Spencer. That is Wendy Williams' first and last voice of New York City radio. I don't know if she's the last. I wouldn't go that far. Wendy sold her soul to the devil and the devil collected. Listen to Wendy since 8 years old on 98.7 KISS FM. African support in this movement is key to the power of the culture. Jonesy Scrones, please sign up for membership. Yes, I see all y'all getting y'all membership. Yeah, when Fat Joe did that interview, that was the nail in the coffin. And like nobody kicked up dirt. I threw it out there and I let you know the timeline. Fox was good with Wendy being home. They were good with bringing in Joe and Remy to fill in. And he flew too close to the sun, trying to get that exclusive, using the fact that she forgot that she had beef with him to get an interview with her and expose that she couldn't remember, that she couldn't even have a connected conversation. And once the Fat Joe interview with Wendy Williams aired, that is when the network said, you and Remy are a wrap. You can never come back here because why would you do that? And number two, and now we have to let Wendy go because the insurance company don't want the liability. Now, I don't think Fat Joe did that on purpose, but I think Fat Joe does not know how radio and TV operated at that time. Probably still not now. So he probably won't own the fact that it was his interview that was the turning point. I don't expect him to agree, and I don't need him to agree. But I know that it was that interview, and only that interview, which is why immediately after that interview, that was the only thing that made Fox, Debmar Mercury, say, we got to replace her. Hey, Real Will. Big R. Settle down. Curvaceous is a new member. Jet Black Straight gifted one Miss Jones Presents Pink Champs membership. All right. I meant not Angie Marr. Oops. Jonesy said no comment on that. There's no shade room. Charlamagne got shock without her. Yeah, this is what I know. That's why, and there's no DJ Envy without me. Rhonda's a new member. What happens? What do they ask you? Do they make you pay something? I just wanted to do it in the right place. Miss Jones, will the membership be exclusively for Pink Champs and not Jonesy in the morning since you're moving this platform? I don't know. I don't even know what I did to activate the membership. I don't even know. I don't know. Look, they offered me something this morning when I went to pull up. I clicked it, and now y'all are members. I don't know. But whatever we need to do to make sure that you guys still get everything and the extra shit that I'm promising, we'll make sure. Because Giddy gonna get it. 17 memberships. Love it. Sign up at the new channel, y'all. That's a new channel also. The membership is for this channel. He be all over the place when they interviewing someone. Yeah, but y'all suck that shit up. Y'all, I don't even know how I know how Jadakiss would get it, but I don't even know, like, y'all keep loving on mediocrity. Melba Moore has 2 shows. Okay, so here it is. Melba Moore has 2 shows at 54 Below tonight and tomorrow. Okay, good to know. Thank you, sweets. Again, we tried to coordinate an interview with Miss Melba, but last week I wound up having to take off to go to the college thing with Shay. But Sherry got canceled because her producer, Murray Guy, sexually harassing a lot of co-workers, and lawsuits started happening, allegedly. And I'm just reading a statement. I mean, I think that is an excuse. Sherry got canceled because she's horrible. She was horrible in that spot. If Sherry had been this Sherry show, maybe coming after Wendy, like remember they tried to put Nick Cannon on after Wendy? If Sherry had a clean spot, the people that appreciate whatever Sherry Shepherd brings to the table, they would have been able to see, all right, well, this is Sherry's audience. But trying to fit into Wendy's genre, nobody could really win long term with that. She was just a Band-Aid because they wasn't ready to lose all that advertising money. I looked it up, and Oprah admitted in a TV interview back in the 90s that she used to do coke when she was in her 20s. Well, she needs to talk about that and stop talking about Whitney the day after Clive dies. Like, what? Why are you implicating yourself? What's your connection to Clive? Let me find out. Let us start digging in that. Yes, there is a fee, $4.99 a month. Oh, that's not bad. So Al Lane, there is membership now with Jonesy in the Morning, where the members will get exclusive content like Jones and Mark, edited videos, Pink Champs exclusive, Pink Champ pre-watches before the full episodes are out, things of that nature. Again, I hadn't thought this thing out, so I'm talking off the top right now. They just offered me the option for membership this morning when I logged on, and I clicked it, and now here we are, 17 members deep. What's the name of the show for membership? Diane, now you asking questions above my pay grade. Kim, what is the name of the show for membership? I think your platform is growing and gaining more momentum. Now I just need to figure out where that hype button is at. So I found the hype button, and I was trying to hype myself, and it said you can't, but it's there. But I don't even know how you get it to pop up. Yep. Jonesy started this game as one of the first ladies on radio. Keep doing your thing. Love you, sis. Thank you, Eric. Yep, I sure was one of the first. Joe and Jada is not the best platform. He talks way too much. Someone that's real on YouTube. Level 1, level 2, level 3. So $3.99 is first level. $9.99 is second level. And what's the $3.99 is first level. So $4.99 might be level 2. I'm looking for level 3s. Because I'm going to have to make certain things level 1. This is for the level 2s, and this is for the level 3s. I can't watch. I see the clips online. Thank you, Trinero. You welcome, sweets. Nick and his print were entertaining. He probably went to find out everything that I should have found out before I go clicking buttons. I didn't figure out the copyright shit. So when Pink Champs came on, before we could publish it, it said that I had a copyright thing and that it couldn't monetize because I put calling all ladies. Because you know Eddie F got his name on that stuff. And then they said, do you want to dispute or do you want to just take it out? Because they said if you dispute it again and you lose, then it was something bad. And I put in it, I am the writer, I am the producer, I am part owner. And then yesterday it said, congratulations, you ain't lied. You are the father. So Pink Champs is safe now. Yay.
That's very good. You have 3 levels. You have the $3.99. Am I the only one seeing you frozen right now? I don't even know if you can hear me. No, she's frozen. Okay, I thought it was me. That's why I ended up switching computers, because I thought it was me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you the information. So there's 3 levels. The first level is the $3.99. The second level is $9.99, and the third level is $19.99. Oh, she disappeared. Frozen like Elsa. That's hilarious. That's what we got to call her when she comes back, Elsa. Which I'm sure she'll be back momentarily. Yeah, but does anybody else have any questions on those that membership? And it's for this channel. You keep asking about the other channel. It's for this channel. You saw a $24.99. I didn't see a $24.99. I only saw, unless that's with tax. I didn't see a $24.99. Because when you're on this page and you go to join, it has 3 levels for me: $3.99, $9.99, and $19.99. I did not see a 24, like I said, unless that's tax. Yes, you can buy memberships for other people also. So if you want to give somebody a membership, that would be great. Thank you, Two Girls Moms. You became a new member. I don't know why that is, Miss C. We got to start singing. I got to start playing Punisher for Jonesy to come back to us. What's going on here? She's not back yet. Oprah got her taken off. Well, if Oprah did that, we all would be disconnected right now. She sent somebody to the crib and have them cut the internet cable. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I did. Okay, the Michael Jackson movie is on the Fire Stick now, and I started watching it. I didn't finish yet.
What happened?
I don't know. You got kicked off. What's going on your side?
It says I'm not connected to the internet.
Oh, you lost internet. Look at your internet box. See if you got to restart it.
Hold on.
So
Why is
Amazon,
my phone working?
huh?
Why is my phone working?
Because you're on data.
So how would I know if? How do I know if I have to restart it?
Yeah, there are lights on the box.
Yep.
All of them.
Wi-Fi and power, not WPS.
Restart that thing. You lost internet. I hope they didn't do something in your area.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Yep, unplug it, count to 10, and plug it back in. So back to your question, Amazon Mom. I did not finish watching it. You got to understand something. I don't go to the movies because I'm the type that you'd ask all my kids, all three of them. I will go to sleep. So I've gotten to half of the Michael Jackson movie and haven't returned because you guys have me on Nemesis. You guys have me on the Polygamous, and so much on so many things. I haven't gotten back to Michael Jackson yet. My son, my rest of my family saw the full Michael Jackson movie, and they loved it. That's right, Missy. Too many shows. You'll keep talking about so many things. I always have to go to it.
It's still saying not connected, and now it's flashing.
Okay, so your modem is rebooting. Your modem is still rebooting. That's why. Let the lights become solid, and when the lights become solid, let's see if the other lights come back on.
All right, now Wi-Fi came back on solid, not WPS.
Okay, give it a second.
It's not even flashing. Let me check my TV.
No, if your internet is down right now.
And why is the TV still working?
Your TV is on.
Yes.
So check and see if your computer came back.
No, it's still.
Okay, you see the little thing that says not connected? If you click on that, the little Wi-Fi thing, does it say connected no internet or does it say not connected totally?
on the earth.
It's going to be the Earth at this moment.
Yeah, no, so it's not connected.
Okay. Can you see your Wi-Fi device? Can you see your Wi-Fi that you can disconnect and reconnect to it?
It's only showing my computer. Okay, not connected. Show all devices.
No, you don't want that. You want to go to your Wi-Fi. Big R, I heard
Do I
about
need
that.
to just laptop?
Huh?
I said, should I just?
We got to get your computer back online first. So even if you have to do a reboot on your computer now then. And then you can go back in the Splash Top. I'm still in the channel, so we're not going to lose it.
Turn the computer off.
Yeah,
do
a restart. Go to the Windows button, power, and do a restart.
Oh, I just turned it off.
Oh. Big R, I heard about that dinner and dine in South Orange. I know people that went there, and they said it was pretty nice.
What dinner and dine?
So there's a movie theater where you can go watch a movie, and they bring your food to you. Order your food, they bring it to you. It's in South Orange. I've never been there. My sister and everybody has been there, but they said it was nice.
All right, so not connected. How do I turn this off?
Turn what off?
The computer, because I turned it off with the button, but obviously that's not doing anything.
Did it restart, or did you just hit the button and it was automatically there?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to the windows where you see the start, the window, the blue window, and then you should see either power in there. Either power is going to be a circle with a line up top, and you want to click on that and do a restart.
Hold on. I don't see that.
Do you see that?
No.
Do you see the windows? You see the window right there with the blue window on your computer?
Yeah.
So when you click on that, what comes up?
It says Microsoft Edge, Word, Excel, PowerPoint.
Okay,
mail,
look down.
calendar.
Look down where your name is. And to the right, do you see a circle with a line?
Yeah, okay.
That's power. Click on that and then do restart.
Too much.
Because you pulled the power on the router already, right? And you plugged it back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fact that you say your TV's on, I'm sure that side is okay. I got to get your computer back up. It's going to make me go back to an old meme back in the days in the 90s where they had a guy that had a computer and it was acting up and he called customer service. Well, that's another one. But this other guy, he had a computer, it was acting up. So he started throwing it around the office and then put it back together. And he said it started working. I don't want you to throw your laptop around, but it's just a joke. Amazon, what you hooking people up with? What you got that you hooking people up with? I'm missing a conversation right now. Fordham Road hookup. Fordham Road hookup to do what? Bear with us, guys. She's going to be back momentarily. It still says no internet. Hold on. You got Optimum, right? Guys, I gotta mute. I've got to mute. So talk amongst yourselves for a second. Okay, we're back. She's gonna come on her phone. But Amazon Mom, I missed it again. What Fordham Road hookup you got? Oh, okay. I see. I'm gonna have to send you a DM and see what this hookup is. I'm gonna have to send her an invite, I think, because I think she's gonna have a problem trying to get on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get Jonesy back. Okay. Okay, you're back.
I still need to figure out what's going on now.
I know. We can work on that after the show.
This is why my old school ass does not ever want to become completely reliant on digital. Because could you imagine how if they really wanted to cripple us and like take us all down, they got us all by the balls.
Literally.
Balling all.
Literally. There's some adults, unfortunately, that they don't have internet. They go crazy. You would think that you got to put them in Creedmoor.
That's why the kids be going crazy when you say, give me that fucking phone. They're like, no.
Exactly.
We thought maybe Oprah, saying Oprah too many times. I'm not surprised. With a twist of Clive and a Tigger or two. And let's not forget Coach Vito. You know, we definitely said names today.
Oh, yeah, he's closer to your proximity.
Oh, wow. If nothing else, he should thank me because now I put eyes on his season.
He owes you a check.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. A return phone call and you were right. I lied to your face That would give me the closure I needed, but I've found the closure on my own.
Bye, Che Bella. Thank you for coming in again.
Bye, Che Bella. Tika said Elsa is back.
They said you were like Elsa in Frozen.
Did I get frozen? Was my face frozen?
You were completely frozen because I'm talking to you and I'm like, wait a second. Did it me or did she just freeze? It's like, no, she's frozen like Elsa.
Oh my God. I hate y'all. Shut up. Listen, you started spinning.
I did?
Yeah, it was 2 circles. I thought it was on your end.
I see earlier I was doing some craziness on the other computer. So if you notice, I'm on twice because I went to the laptop from the other one. I thought it was me. And then you went frozen. After I did that, I'm like, no, maybe it was something starting on your end.
It's always, I said, you want to be starting something, Oprah, and boom. I found the African girls. They're in the cast of The Polygamist.
You know you got
What you say? I got you hooked?
You got me hooked on that show.
I told y'all it was good. Watch The Polygamist, y'all. And now I need something else to watch.
Slow down. Let's get to one thing at a time.
No, I did all 22 episodes.
You did? Wow. I'm still trying to get to back to the Michael Jackson movie, and I can't because you keep having me start on something new.
No, that's your ADHD that got you jumping around. I got the other fire stick for Jalen.
Okay, I can actually walk Jalen through that.
Well, excuse me. And he also did something and created a Wi-Fi boost.
Okay.
In the house. Because he said the boxes.
Put that thing on that I was trying to get you to put on.
He did. No, he started some account. And he was like, this is the password.
Oh, okay.
And he said he likes Furbo better, or
I don't know who Furbo is.
It's what you gave me. What Power Play is, it's another version of that. He said, I like that one anyway. Voya Blue binged The Polygamist too. 1 weekend, that's all it takes.
No, I can't do that. I'll be asleep.
Wait, Val said with singer-actor Keith Robinson. Did I say the wrong name? I think I said Keith. Well, Keith Robinson tomorrow. And Tuesday, we're gonna talk to somebody from Bobby Brown's prior team and Jay Mixon Dixon. We have dug up some old, never heard before Bobby Brown demos. Emily watched all 22 episodes too. It was wild. The ending was everything. The ending gave me the closure of I'm not the only one that wants to see things happen this way.
Kiana, send a message to that number that's on the request line for live, and then I'll be in touch with you after the show.
So what are we going to do about the membership? It's 3 different levels of membership.
Right. So did you hear or you got disconnected?
I got disconnected.
So I see 3. I see $3.99, I see $9.99, and I see $19.99. Some people are saying they saw different numbers. I don't know when they saw those numbers, but when I look just now, that's just what I see. The $3.99 says Jonesy's Grownsies, and the $9.99 says only for Grownsies, and Jonesy's Thronesies is the $19.99. Is what I see.
Oh,
who can make that up?
I hit a button and started the show. I didn't even do that.
Well, I wonder, it's been AI listening to you, creating their own shit.
Don't be doing stuff and then want to take royalties. I'll be fighting AI in an AI court. Mikkel said, Miss Jones, Drink Champs expanding because I saw on YouTube a Spanish version.
What?
I don't know, but drum roll, please.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get to the drum roll. Oh, it's not that computer, bro. You got to go to this computer.
guess who's been invited back to Drink Champs? Yay. Wait. Miss C said hers is $4.99 a month.
I don't know. Oh, in Canada is a different price. So I guess I don't know unless it's different prices in different places. I guess I get the New Jersey price. Is yesterday's price is not the same price.
Right, ever. We got to figure this out after the show. That should be interesting. I can remember the 80s junior high school when the teacher gives the students time Friday afternoon. A girl brought in a Right On magazine, Word Up, both. Giddy, I got it. I just have to follow your email. Okay. I'm seeing the prices Giddy said. Melly Mouse, what do you think about it? It was crazy. And Two Girls Mom say yay, right? Yay. So then we can officially, it's my granddaughter's Naya's 9th birthday today. Okay, let me get the music up. You might have to do it on your side because I don't know if my iPhone is linked up. Let me see.
Well, you know, I got it loaded here.
Happy birthday, Nyla. From your grandma's crazy friend, Jonesy. And Mo James's son is 27 today. Happy birthday. What's his name? I love Nemesis. Wait, $24.99? What? Who's taking this money?
I don't know.
Oh, Mo James, I'm sorry about that. Will there be a season 2? Yeah, no, Mo James. I already know. I'm like, who can pay all this money? Who came up with all this shit? Because that's extra work for me. Thank you. Wrap it up, Giddy. Oh, really? You want to do a fade out like a DJ? You want to be producer? My shit be like, you want to do the fade out like professional. No. We are anti-establishment, anti-professional, clean appearance. We are anti all the things. Why you couldn't get into Nemesis? I want everybody to like what I like. That is stupid. Who says that out loud? Oh, Coco Liz, I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, wait, what's today?
Today's the 24th.
My mother died on the 26th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. And y'all won't even be here. All right, I'm tapping into membership. We're going to have to do something on the 26th. I need support. I need uplifting. I need somebody to put their back behind me like a Yanla. No, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm good. I'm really good. Giddy, I might cancel vacation.
Why?
Because everybody got a car and everybody got an apartment.
Yeah, you want to go on vacation, pack your shit in the car. Put a tent in the car.
Paying for all of that. And then when you get there, you got to put the credit card on the rooms, and then the boys just swiping because it ain't coming out their pocket. And that's not fun for me.
Hmm.
And I'm not working like from an institution working. You know what I mean? I have to know.
But can you at least go somewhere and relax?
No, I could. I totally could. But they would be like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Your
I
gift
could.
is outside.
I really could. That would be fucked up though. Because we all got tickets. We all got rooms. It's just getting there. The reality is, how can I relax on a beach if you stressed out? Like, how I'm pay this rent, this car, that car. Insurance went up to, like, it's too fucking much.
It's reality.
I know, for everybody. That's why I don't feel no way. Everybody got it in different forms. So I don't feel no way. They're not going to lose sleep. Not going on vacation. Did I watch Zatima? Yes. And I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you for reminding me, because I wanted to go back to it. Zatima is my spirit animal. Big R, I'm anti all of that. All that good stuff. I'm anti it. No, but I still can't find, I think it's on Hulu, Imperfect Women. When is she going to have that baby? She said, thank you. Oh, very welcome. My mom passed away on July 10th. Love, Jay. I'm so sorry. And it doesn't get easier. I hate when people go, oh, it gets, no, it don't. It don't. As a matter of fact, the more life you live and your inability to share or talk about it with your parents, that shit still stings. Get my investment turned into a unique sweatshirt. And Trinero, didn't you send money for Comedy in Harlem too? I think you did. And yes, it can turn into a sweatshirt. Thank you, Jazz. This is weird doing it from my phone.
Did your computer still say no internet?
Oh, let me see. Microsoft Edge isn't your default.
Forget about all that.
Not now. That's what I put. Not now. Let's see. It still says not connected. I don't know what's going on.
He didn't change the Wi-Fi name, did he? Or the password?
Nope. He ain't touched none of that.
How are you connected? You connected with that boost he was talking about, or you connected with your regular?
My regular. Someone did an AI clip of Whitney on one of her video shoots with Clive falling into the pit of fire hell. What? Oh my God. And now you can't unsee it. Jonesy, have you checked out Jason Lee's talk with Lori Ann Gibson? I think it's the first time she's speaking about Diddy. I haven't watched it yet. No. But I was trying to get on Pink Champs.
That just came on 8:00 this morning. I forgot about it.
But I don't want to talk about Diddy. Like, I'm done with the Diddy talk. Because when he comes out, there'll be more talk.
Big R, her TV's working, so it's not that.
I love Zatima too. I think you would love The Oval. I tried to watch it, but isn't that Tyler Perry? Nick Music said, that's my reality also. I'll be doing local stuff this summer. Yeah, it's just, and I'm tired of I feel like I'm tired of always figuring shit out. Hulu or Apple. Yep, I think it's Hulu. Now that you say that, I think it's Hulu.
But then you also got to remember, when you was doing radio, you used to take breaks. You're not taking breaks like that right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So I'm start taking breaks.
That wasn't.
I'm going to just sit here and let y'all listen to 6 corny songs from the 90s. We're going to play Get On Up from Jodeci, Lauryn Hill, I heard that. Same song. You said The Oval, but the first lady is funny. She got a smart ass mouth. Okay. Right. No breaks. Now, what is this on my phone?
What are you seeing now?
Oh, they asking me to pay for check out StreamYard and get that. That's what I'm saying.
Don't do that.
I'm not. I just was like, what is it? Is this what y'all see when y'all come up?
No, they don't see that. You and I only see that because we're logged into StreamYard.
Oh, I got the power said, don't watch that shit though. If you like Zoe Saldana, try Lioness. What channel is that? Yeah, I don't see. All right, let me see if I could do something. And Giddy, it took me 6 hours to try and figure out this thing I was trying to get you to help me with yesterday.
6?
And I still, yeah, it's still saying no internet.
Is Jalen home?
He is.
Wake his ass on up. Jalen!
Right.
He's like Brenda. Do like Brenda or Jalen. You'll be like, what the hell?
We go, Jalen. We don't do him like Brenda. We do Jalen. Yeah, I couldn't get into The Oval and their spinoff show either. What's the spinoff? Anyway, we only got 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you on. And I was trying to leave the show early so I could get the rest of that football tea.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, Jonesy, you did. You just posted the StreamYard link.
But it had money. It had a money sign. That's why I was like.
Yeah, and then it posted the link.
I said, maybe I can go on vacation. Let me hit this button. Ruthless. Okay, the lioness is the shit. What is it about? Let me ask chat. What is the TV show The Lioness with Zoe Saldana about? Lioness Special Ops is a high-stakes spy thriller. The story follows a tough CIA officer who runs the Lioness program. The program recruits female operatives to infiltrate the inner circles of terrorists. Oh. In season 1, a young Marine is sent undercover to befriend the daughter of a wealthy terrorist financier in hopes of taking down the organization from the inside. Okay. This is kind of my kind of carrying on. Okay, I'll watch. It's on Paramount, but I'll still watch. Giddy, am I going to be able to do a splash top with you?
No, but when we get off this, I'm going to stay on here with you so you can show me your computer and we can go through this.
How did Shay Bella get back? Ain't you supposed to be in a meeting at work? Y'all be... It's Peacock. It said Paramount on here. I think they kill me off in first episode of Ruthless season 6. I have to watch next week. Wait, what? You're in it? We coming to work with you. What? I played a cult member last season. You did? Oh my God. You want to be a guest on Jonesy on Monday and talk about it? Mm-hmm. Dopeness. Yay. So email me at bookingjonesy@gmail.com and give me a minute because Giddy got to help me fix my computer. And we'll set up the interview Monday. Yay, y'all. I played a cult member last season. I want all the culting. All the culty. Yep, email me. Yay. Come on, famous chat. Do you have memberships? We should be buying memberships for you. Oh, Love J said, I was in the Naked Truth. That was shout out. Okay, shout out here in Canada. Come on, actors of the craft. In my chat, Jonesy has the award-winning chat. So now, Love J, we got to stop acting after realizing I'm a writer. Oh, what was that process? Like, what made you realize that you liked the writing better? Were you constantly upgrading the person's script? Were you complaining and saying, this don't make no sense? Yes, we real grown, Voya Blue. With a grown-ass chat to match. Arthur Melendez Jr. said, how you call it? That's so dope. How you call that? And Bold and the Beautiful, unless they flip back to an episode with Sheila today, Bold and the Beautiful is getting good. Brooke and Katie about to be locking ass. I want it all. Email me all of it. Yeah, we got to start study chat. Nobody else ain't got that. Chat. My chat is star-studded. Excuse me. You would like to cross over beyond the grave. All right, folks, it's 11. I love you, but I got to leave you. Thank y'all for being here. And thank you to the bone carriers. And make sure you spell my name right as you carry and deliver the bones. Enjoy the weather. Check y'all out tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Love you. Thank you for the chats, the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the Cash Apps and the Zells that have come and those that are on their way. Now, let me see if I can remove myself.